Zelophehad died in the wilderness because of his own sins, and had no son for his inheritance. He left behind 5 daughters who were not married. These daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Heper, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of Manasseh the son of Joseph, on the names of Mahlah, Noah, and Hoglah, and Milcah, and Tirzah. And they stood before Moses, and before Eleazar the priest, and before the princes and all the congregation, by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and Moses impressed them and said,
Boker Tov, my daughters, what cause have you brought before the Lord our God today?
My Lord, my prophet and mater, our father died in the wilderness, and he was not in the company of them that gathered themselves together against the Lord in the company of Korah, but died in his own sin, and had no sons. Why should the name of our father be done away from among his family, because he hath no son? Give unto us therefore a possession among the brethren of our father.
Moses brought their cause before the Lord.
O Lord, Yahweh, you who is from everlasting to everlasting, the daughters of your sons have presented themselves before you with a case of inheritance, saying, Our father died in the wilderness, and he was not in the company of them that gathered themselves together against the Lord in the company of Korah, but died in his own sin, and had no sons. Why should the name of our father be done away from among his family, because he hath no son? Give unto us therefore a possession among the brethren of our father. My Lord, Yahweh, the Great One, what answer should I give them?
The daughters of Zelophehad speak right. Thou shalt surely give them a possession of an inheritance among their father's brethren, and thou shalt cause the inheritance of their father to pass unto them. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a man die, and have no son, then ye shall cause his inheritance to pass unto his daughter. And if he have no daughter, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his brethren. And if he have no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his father's brethren. And if his father have no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his kinsman that is next to him of his family, and he shall possess it, and it shall be unto the children of Israel a statute of judgment. And the Lord said unto Moses, Get thee up into this Mount Abarim, and see the land which I have given unto the children of Israel.
God's answer was recorded in the books of Moses, but the inheritance was not given then, since they had not settled in the land of Canaan. Their inheritance was given them by Joshua, as recorded in the book of Joshua chapter 17 verses 3-6. The story of Zelophehad's daughters, found in Numbers 27 1-11 and Joshua 17 3-6, teaches several powerful moral lessons that are relevant even today. The first is courage to speak up for justice. The daughters of Zelophehad, Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah, showed immense courage in speaking up for their rights in a male-dominated society. Despite the cultural norms of their time, they approached Moses, the priests, and the leaders of Israel to request justice regarding their inheritance. We should not be afraid to stand up for what is right, even in difficult situations. Injustice must be addressed, and often it requires boldness to challenge unfair systems or traditions. Second to it is the advocacy for gender equality. Their case led to the establishment of a new law in Israel, allowing daughters to inherit property if there were no sons. This change was significant in promoting fairness and equality for women, addressing a gap in the law that disadvantaged them. The story emphasizes the importance of equal rights and fairness, showing that laws and traditions should be adaptable to ensure justice for all, regardless of gender. Thirdly is God's justice and fairness. When Moses took the issue to God, God affirmed the daughters' request, acknowledging that they were right in asking for their inheritance. God's response shows his concern for justice and fairness, even in matters that might seem small to some. God is a God of justice. He listens to all, regardless of social status, gender, or power, and he desires fairness for everyone. This story shows that God cares about issues of equity and provides solutions when his people seek justice. Fourthly, the importance of family legacy. The daughters' appeal was also about preserving their father's name and legacy. They didn't want their family's inheritance to disappear simply because there were no male heirs. Family legacy and heritage are important, and it's essential to protect and honor them. Upholding one's family values and traditions, in the face of adversity, is a sign of respect for those who came before us. Fifth is having faith in God's law. The daughters approached Moses with trust in the legal system that God had established. They believed that their case would be heard fairly, and their faith was rewarded when God affirmed their request. Having faith in God's justice and his laws leads to positive outcomes. When we trust in God's plan and seek justice in accordance with his principles, we can expect that he will listen and provide guidance. Sixth is the advocacy to bring change. The daughters of Zelophehad did not just benefit themselves, their actions resulted in a change in the inheritance laws for all of Israel. Their courage created a legacy that improved the lives of future generations of women. Advocacy for justice can lead to widespread change. When we stand up for what is right, we often pave the way for others who face similar challenges, leaving a lasting impact on society. Seventh is the respect for authority and procedure. The daughters of Zelophehad respected the authority of Moses and the legal process by presenting their case respectfully. They didn't act rebelliously but followed the proper channels to seek justice. When seeking change or justice, it is important to approach authority with respect and follow the proper procedures. This ensures that change is achieved in a peaceful and constructive manner. The story of Zelophehad's daughters highlights the importance of justice, equality, courage, and faith. It encourages individuals to stand up for what is right, trust in God's fairness, and advocate for change when laws or traditions are unjust. Women's rights and rights of a girl child are human rights too. The rights of a girl child are indeed human rights. Every girl, just like every boy, is entitled to the full spectrum of rights guaranteed by human rights frameworks around the world. These rights are recognized in international agreements such as the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR, the Convention on the Rights of the Child, CRC, and the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW. Here's why the rights of a girl child are fundamental human rights. 1. Right to education. Every girl has the right to quality education, free from discrimination. Education is a powerful tool that helps girls realize their potential, break cycles of poverty, and contribute to their communities. Sadly, in some parts of the world, girls are denied this right due to cultural practices, poverty, or discrimination. Human Rights Article 26 of the UDHR emphasizes that everyone has the right to education, which must be accessible to all, including girls. 2. Right to protection from violence and exploitation. A girl child has the right to grow up in a safe environment, free from violence, abuse, and exploitation. This includes protection from child labor, child marriage, sexual exploitation, and harmful practices such as female genital mutilation, FGM. Human Rights Article 19 of the CRC guarantees protection from all forms of violence, abuse, and exploitation. Article 16 of CEDAW also protects girls and women from violence and harmful practices. 3. Right to health and well-being. A girl child is entitled to the highest attainable standard of physical and mental health. This includes access to proper health care, nutrition, and freedom from practices that endanger her well-being. Human Rights Article 24 of the CRC guarantees every child the right to enjoy the highest standard of health and access to healthcare services. 4. Right to equality and non-discrimination. Girls must be treated equally and not face discrimination based on their gender. Discrimination affects girls' access to education, employment opportunities, and even their basic freedoms. Addressing gender inequality is crucial for ensuring that girls have the same opportunities as boys. Human Rights Article 2 of the UDHR prohibits discrimination of any kind, including on the basis of gender. CEDAW also specifically calls for the elimination of gender-based discrimination. 5. Right to freedom of expression and participation. Girls have the right to express their views freely, participate in decision-making processes that affect their lives, and have a say in matters such as education, marriage, and community activities. Human Rights Article 12 of the CRC recognizes the right of children to freely express their views and to have those views respected in matters affecting them. 6. Right to protection from child marriage. Child marriage is a violation of a girl's rights to education, health, and freedom. Girls who are married off at a young age are often denied opportunities for education and personal growth, and they face greater health risks due to early pregnancies. Human Rights CEDAW and the CRC both condemn child marriage and call for governments to take action to prevent this harmful practice. 7. Right to economic and social security. Girls have the right to grow up with dignity and to live in conditions that allow for their full development. This includes access to shelter, clean water, food, and opportunities for economic empowerment in the future. Human Right Article 25 of the UDHR emphasizes that everyone, including children, has the right to an adequate standard of living. In conclusion, the rights of a girl child are inextricably linked to human rights. Ensuring that girls enjoy the same freedoms, protections, and opportunities as boys is essential for the development of just, equitable, and thriving societies. Discriminating against or violating the rights of girls not only harms them but also undermines the social and economic potential of entire communities. By recognizing that girls' rights are human rights, societies can work toward eliminating harmful practices, addressing gender-based discrimination, and ensuring that every girl has the opportunity to live a life of dignity, equality, and fulfillment.